Good morning. This is Juanita again here at Beyond Limits. Beautiful Tuesday or Wednesday morning. And last night I had a discussion with Dr. Legree after work. We were talking about this whole thing of reaching our goals as people. And I was reflecting back to the early days when I came here as a patient and some of the challenges that we as new patients face, and how our attitude makes all the difference in the world as far as whether we actually reach our goals. And I want to say one quote here in the beginning, and then I'm going to explain it. No path is too hard if it gets me to my goal. I want to say that again. No path is too hard or too difficult if it gets me to my goal. As an example, when I came to Dr. Legree, I was absolutely miserable health-wise. I was at a point where I knew something horrible was going to happen if I didn't get help, and so I was desperate for an answer. And I didn't care what it took, how difficult it was. I didn't care what happened as long as I could reach my goal, as long as I could get to where I wanted to be health-wise and to actually feel good again. I didn't care what difficulty was there or what challenge. I was going to press through it because I wanted what I wanted. I wanted my health back. And I tell you what, the supplements he put me on tasted awful. I'm serious. He had me taking a glob of coconut oil melted. He had me taking some nasty tasting turmeric and other liquid supplements, and I tell you what, it almost didn't make it past my tonsils. And I know a lot of you patients can actually identify with this. These supplements that are for real and that are highly concentrated do not have the fillers of sugar and that kind of thing, so they taste absolutely awful. But you know what? I didn't care. I decided I wanted my goal. I wanted my health so bad. I was not going to let anything stop me. And I decided at that point the very thing that I've been encouraging many of you, and it's the biggest thing that actually changes whether you get to your health goals or not. It's your mindset. I told myself, Juanita, these supplements are actually healing you. These supplements are making you better. They taste horrible, but it doesn't matter because these supplements are actually making you better. And as I did that, it's really interesting how the body works. The body responds to the mind. You hear that bird in the background? It's glorious. The body responds to the mind. And when you change your mind and say, you know what, I like these things, these supplements, I am willing to face this challenge of these nasty taste, it's funny, your body actually starts liking the flavor a little bit. It starts changing, and it's not so bad. It's not as bad as it used to be. It really is interesting. The mind has so much control over the body, and I have experimented with various aspects of this in my own body. When you tell your body something different, especially if you say it out loud, and you tell your body, this is how I choose to think. This is how I choose to look at this challenge I'm facing, whether it's yucky tasting sups, whether it's the immune system feelings that come as the body starts moving toxins out and you feel nauseated or you feel feverish or you get some diarrhea or constipation as a result of moving those toxins. What you tell your body, what you tell your mind dramatically affects the speed of that healing process. It dramatically affects your taste buds even. It's absolutely amazing. And I realized, you know, what God had given me from the time I was born. He gave me a warrior mindset. Warrior as in, you know, a soldier. And I have seen that more and more as I've grown up and as I've gotten older. And I've realized this is not something that comes naturally for everybody. So that's why I'm doing this Facebook Live, because I want to encourage you to have that same warrior mentality. When you get a goal in your mind, like you want to feel better, you want to have a better life with your partner, you want to have more energy to spend time with your children, you want to be able to reach your health goals, your life goals, when you set that goal, If you have a warrior mentality, nothing is going to stop you. You will reach that goal. There will be no complaining. There will be no, nothing will be allowed to stop you. You know, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to be real. If you ask Dr. Legree, he has some funny stories of when I first was a patient. I asked so many questions. I didn't complain. I didn't complain about the taste or the feelings I was going through in my body. But my only concern was I did not want to go backwards. So I was forever asking him, is this symptom mean I'm going backwards? Is this thing meaning I'm going backwards, or am I still going forward? And he's patiently taught me to understand my own body and to understand the processes my body was going through. And so that's what we're trying to do with you too. And I want to do the best job I can to help you understand your body and the processes you are going through, because it is great to ask questions when you are reaching for your goal. Just don't let yourself go into complaining about any of the obstacles or challenges. Just push through. So that's my admonition, or my encouragement, I should say, this morning for all of us. We're all facing strange challenges in our world and in our health. And it's our privilege to push through them to our goal. If we don't push through that plateau, that wall, so to speak, that resistance of feelings, of thoughts, if we don't push through those, we will never reach our goal. And you and I want to reach our goals. So let's be warriors. Let's push through anything that gets in our way. And let's say together, no path is too difficult. No path is too hard if it gets me to my goal.